What's good, boss?
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens take over first down again at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Etienne once more. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Lawrence to throw. Etienne bringing in another one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Hold on, Tuco.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Ravens at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to
snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first
me.
half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
7-7, our score after 1. Second and 5. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Now he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe back with a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Throw caught by Flowers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. And now look at this, big gain by fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
What's the matter?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time,
and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson for his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I'd go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after try forthcoming. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, it's Lawrence.
He's going to launch it for Washington.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 28 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw them out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 3rd and 6.
To throw is Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's off when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this. You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here's Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 66 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock. He's got a man, complete. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
I'm trying, big
Extra
dog.
point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
I'm trying, big dog. So you can do
After
what?
the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
You're scientist. What's that?
No run back here.
You talking about what's in there in the table?
To the 25.
Oh. I know what you're talking about. You just got to give me a second. A scientist. I want to do my scientist.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Handoff running left is Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens
Hey, Freddie, man, don't do that, dog. You ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit, my nigga.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done. Still have hope. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. This is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Yes.
So for the Jaguars, it's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.